What's up, guys? Today on the Cowl Vault, we are going to review the most recent Batman cowl coming to cinemas in 2021. So here is the cowl. This is the brand new Robert Pattinson cowl. This was created by Fanatic Effects using 3D scans of the stunt double. Okay, so there have been some images that have been leaked of the stunt double for the Batman 2021, where he's on the Bat bike. There's also some other images of him in like downtown Gotham, just walking around. So this was created using a 3D scan of all of those images to create a profile, a portrait, and everything about this cowl was created from the 3D scans from the actor. And almost every single detail on this thing lines up perfectly with what you see on screen. Let's see if I can move this back a little bit, just so you guys can see the ears. There we go. So yeah, you have all the leather stitching all throughout the cowl, even around the perimeter of the cowl. You have the leather stitching around the perimeter of the jawline, around the nose. You have the leather stitching where the jaw meets the top of the ear. Leather stitching across here. Leather stitching from the back of the ears all the way down to the bottom of the cowl. Leather stitching from the temple up to the top of the ear. You have these indent sections that are accurate on the leaked footage, the test footage with Robert Pattinson actually in the cowl. These little grooves here in the side of the cowl match up perfectly with that test footage. The eye shapes match up perfectly with where those goggle sections go for the stunt double. You can see the stitching across the nose. The nose is actually more of a square shape this time, as opposed to your standard beak that Batman's cowl typically always comes to, a little pointy beak. This time it's more of a square. And then from the neck down was pretty much created from scratch. See if I can get in behind this. From the neck down was pretty much created from scratch because we don't actually know what the bottom of the cowl looks like because the test footage and also the stunt double is wearing the suit, and then the suit has the collar around the back that covers all of this. So you can only see from the chin up. So down here was created completely from scratch by Selman at Fanatic Effects. And I think he did a really, really good job at coming up with his own interpretation of what the cowl is going to look like from the jawline down, because we actually haven't seen what it looks like yet. This is made of 40 Shore urethane rubber. The thickness on this is about 1 inch, which is standard with most cowls. This is just made of the standard 40 Shore urethane, so this is wearable. He also offers these cast in Task 16, which is a sturdier urethane, which will be, best for display purposes. If you're not planning on wearing it, maybe request yours in Task 16, so that it'll just be a nice sturdy display piece. It'll still have the flexibility, but it won't have, as much flexibility as your wearable urethane standard 40 Shore. But Selman, I believe, is, Fanatic Effects, Selman, I believe is the first person to bring this to the market. You can buy this right now. And I'm going to leave a link in the description below. I will remember to actually do it this time. Down there in the description, there will be a link to Fanatic Effects' Etsy page to this exact item. So you can purchase this right now if you want. I can zoom in on some of that detail for you guys. So as you can see, it's even got the stitching from the side of the eye socket here up to the top. It does have See if I can bring this closer. It does have the stitching across the forehead. There's the side, the other side. It does have that massive jawline, whereas like in the test footage, you can actually see Robert Pattinson's sideburns popping out through the side here. Here's the back. The ears are filled in, but they're really, really kind of flimsy here at the top because the ears on the Robert Pattinson cowl are very, very minuscule. They're not very big like most of the standard Batman cowls from the past, like Clooney and like Affleck and stuff had very sturdy, thick ears. Bring this back. Another 360. So yeah, if you guys want the most recent Batman cowl, you can get it right now at Fanatic Effects. Just go to the link down below and you can purchase this. It's a really, really nice piece. And it does have a lot of flexibility. Like you can stretch this, but it's not latex, so I don't suggest that you like actually sit there and like try and be really, really aggressive with this. Your thing does not have as much flex as latex, but you still can get a little bit of flex. And I will put this on. I will put this on in a moment, okay? But yes, this is the brand new 2021 The Batman cowl. And like I said, you can buy this right now. I saw a comment on my unboxing where someone was really confused how this is even available right now because the movie's not even out. But independent sellers, all you guys that follow me, you know, independent sellers, people like you and people like me, we sculpt this stuff or we 3D print this stuff and then we cast it in wearable rubber so you can have it. So even if it's not a mass-produced item that you can buy right now, some people have created this stuff and you can buy it right now. So this is the brand new 2021 Robert Pattinson Batman cowl. Here's a really good look at it because I know that not a lot of images of this cowl are out right now, just, you know, the behind the scenes stuff. So this is about the best you're gonna get until the movie comes out of what the cowl looks like. So if you guys are undecided on if you like the suit, maybe you guys can get a good, try to get this to, there we go. Maybe you guys can get a really good understanding of what the cowl looks like from this replica right here. This is basically what you're gonna see on screen. So if you were on the fence before, like, I'm not really sure if I like that cowl or not, it looks kind of weird. Here is a really, really good look at the cowl. All right, I'll put it on. Like so. So here is the brand new Robert Pattinson Batman cowl being worn. Now this is going to look a lot better if you're wearing a muscle suit or if you have a cape, because then this area here that has a bit of a gap will be filled out. I know from experience I do have a muscle suit downstairs and it does have massive traps on it, so it would actually fill this cowl out a lot better. But the inside of this cowl is actually quite loose, okay? There's quite a bit of room in here. It's a 24-inch head, but there is quite a bit of room in here, which is perfect because you're actually able to hear way better than you would normally be able to hear out of a standard cowl. Because most cowls are very streamlined to the side of your face and they push in on your ears and you can't hear very much. But this cowl, there's actually a lot of room in here. And because this jawline comes back so far, I can hear perfectly. It's not even muffled. And this actually looks a lot like the one from the movie, because the one in the movie looks very loose on Robert Pattinson's head as well. So here's a profile shot of it. And here's a back shot of it. Another profile. And portrait. Now in terms of flexibility, you do have a neck on this thing, so you're not going to get too much. But because the neck is actually sculpted pretty high, you actually get a little bit of flexibility in here. It looks a little weird, okay? I'm not going to lie, it does look a little weird when it moves around. But if you're going to put together a suit, this is going to be covered with the collar from the new suit. So this will all be covered, so when you turn your head, no one's going to see any of this. But yeah, that's the brand new Robert Pattinson Batman cowl. It looks kind of ridiculous without the eye makeup, I'm not going to lie. You can definitely see with this cowl that there is a lot of Adam West inspiration in this cowl. Just the way it's constructed, how it has stitching detail through it. You can definitely tell that there was a lot of Adam West inspiration in the creation of Robert Pattinson's Batman cowl. It looks very, very, very homemade. Now, I'm not gonna lie. The neck on this is super, super tight. Now, if you wear this for a while, you're gonna sweat. And the sweat will help remove it because your forehead will be wet, the back of your neck will be wet, and this thing will just slide right off like a slip and slide. But this was just a quick on and off, so I didn't sweat at all in this. So that rubbery portion of the urethane rips and pulls. It's very uncomfortable, but it is manageable. You just got to do it little bit by little bit by little bit. Well, there it is, guys. The brand new Robert Pattinson Batman cowl from the new 2021 The Batman movie. I'm going to leave a link in the description below so you guys can go and buy one. And hopefully, now that you guys have seen the cowl, you can decide whether you like it or not. I was on the fence. Thought it looked a little weird, especially compared to what we've typically be getting with Batman cowls, where they're, you know, pretty symmetrical and stuff, but now we have this really obscure homemade style cowl, and it's pretty cool. So, thanks for watching the video, guys. Peace out. Be good people.